Hey everyone, Darren here. Following up on my first video where I introduced you to our Tuscan home that we recently bought. What you're seeing here is the drive up to our house. One of the things that we really love about this area is just how green everything is in the summer. I did want to start though with a quick thank you to everyone who liked, commented, and subscribed. I really appreciate all the kind words of support and encouragement. It's actually really cool to see. As promised in my last video, I'm going to share a virtual tour of our house. There's still a number of travel restrictions, so it's tough to visit. We do have a visit planned in August, so I'll do a proper tour then. Right now, though, this is going to be kind of cobbled together from various photos and videos that we took on a couple of visits last year. Lastly, everybody really liked the puppy. If you make it to the end of this video, I will share a little bit more of our cute little dog. And back to the tour. So our house is situated in a tiny little hamlet. It's one of only a few houses. There's also a beautiful little church. It's remote, but not too remote. So now coming up from the drive, this is the front of the building. Here's the front door. As you can see, it is marked as being built in 1690 something, so it's 300 years old or so. The house is situated on three floors. You actually enter onto the middle floor. And so, taking a step inside, this is our living room. This floor is around 50 square meters. It's divided into two rooms. Also, it's very messy. A lot of that stuff is from the cellar. He has since cleaned it out, so it actually looks a lot better now. The idea for this room is to keep it largely as it is. It'll have a wood burning fireplace, a stove there. It'll be great for some of those cool autumn nights or early spring nights. It also has a door out to the balcony. Now, going from the living room, you enter into what will probably be a study. We're not quite sure what we'll do with this area. Probably a bit of a like a lounge area, work area, probably a desk there. It doesn't have as much natural light, just due to the orientation. We may divide it up into a bathroom. So the front area would be a lounge or study, and then the back would be one of the two bathrooms. From here, there's stairs to the top floor and also down to the cellar. So now if we go down to the cellar, the prior owner actually dug it out to the required height. He did a bunch of structural work for seismic rules, added steel and concrete reinforcing. It backs up to the hill. So as I said, this is a cellar, so we'll have to do some work to manage moisture. There's one very small room. This is a utility room, or at least it will be the utility room, probably a water tank, heating system. We don't know quite what system we'll use. We're thinking about a heat pump. If you have tips here or learnings, we would love to hear them. We'll have a washer dryer here, probably some small storage and so on. And then once you go out from the utility room, there's a large room. This will probably be our kitchen. We're still figuring this out. One thing that we definitely do know is that we'll use a lot of very light materials. The walls will be light, the floors will be a light color. We don't want this to feel like a cellar since the natural light is going to be a little more limited. It also has a door out to a garden to the side and then the terrace out front. Then just off that is another relatively small room. It could be a dining room. That would be probably the most logical choice. Um, the indulgent choice, which we're debating, is to have it be a bathroom and have a soaking tub facing the window and the view. That might be a bit much since space is a bit of a premium, but we'll see. Heading back upstairs, this is going to be taking you up to the top floor. The layout of this is to be determined. Basically, what we'll have on this floor is a bathroom, probably the main bathroom, so it'll have a shower. It'll have a guest bedroom, so pretty small. It'll mainly just be a bed and dresser, but it should have a pretty lovely view. And then the master bedroom. So as you can see, the ceiling is currently collapsing. The roof will be completely redone, but when it's complete, we should have a beautiful view up, a nice, very high ceiling with exposed beams and all of that, and it should be very, very nice. To take you on to possibly the best part of the whole place, and one of the big reasons we fell in love with it is the view. What can you say about the view? It's just beautiful. When we were buying the house, there's a couple small chairs there, and we just sat and enjoyed the view, and that is pretty much what sold us on this place. So we'll build a really nice terrace here. One other fun thing about this is that almost straight down from this is dozens of mature olive trees. We were told there's 80. We haven't seen them all because it's quite a steep terrace, but that means that we could potentially have some small batch olive oil coming from this, which would be fun. Ultimately, the dream of this house, I think, can be summed up in the terrace, which is, coffee in the morning, grilling at night, just sitting and relaxing. One other fun little bonus is that there's actually a small barn. So it's just to the side. It's not very large. The idea here is sometime in the future to turn this into a little apartment or a loft or maybe even studio space. It's a barn, first of all, so we'll need to put in windows. We're in a conservation area, so that can be quite challenging to get approval for. So that'll be something probably for years in the future, but another little part of the dream. And that's our house. We're currently working with our architect to figure out the layouts and the next steps. We're also taking a look at some of the super bonus grants that the Italian government is offering for things like seismic work and so on. As we get more into that, I definitely want to share more of our progress. If you have thoughts or ideas or suggestions, I'd love to hear them. So definitely leave them in the comments. As I promised, I will leave you with a little video of our puppy. He's very food motivated, which means that you can teach him lots of fun little tricks. So here's a few of his best hits. Have a great one, everyone, and I look forward to sharing more in the future.